Jen Seltzer. Yeah, she's not bad. Not bad.
I love that.
Porzingis is all over that right now.
The Wild Cherry album cover in the back.
On the background? Does that do it for you? Is that good?
It's pretty provocative.
Add some points to that.
Play that funky music,
Play
white
that
boy.
funky music, white boy. Knocker.
Yes.
I'm
right
coming
here.
up right here on the show, we're going to get to buy or sell, which we're going to go over some free agents here coming into the season. Well, I wanted to get your opinion whether you think you'd buy or sell these candidates, okay?
Okay.
So let's run through these real quick, and then we'll get to our divisional playoff matchups.
Let's do it.
Let's throw a little background on here. Actually, let's break it down. Can you give me a grunt? Can you give me a good grunt coming up? You ready for it?
Yeah.
You gonna cough? Are you okay? Because you're about dying over
I
there.
might do either one. I might spit up all over
Okay,
the
let's see if
table
Knocker
again.
spits or grunts. Here we go.
There we go.
That's what she said, right? Spit or grunt? Which one you want? Which one?
I set it up.
Chappie's like, I know which one I want. Yeah, that's the sound we make when we talk football. Murph, I hope you shared this show at your lasagna parties. You know what? Speaking of that, Murph, I want one of these goddamn lasagnas. Have you seen how much he tweets about lasagna?
Yes.
What is with Murph and lasagna?
I don't know, but I love lasagna.
So do I. And
Bring
I
it
think,
on.
and he always has like Italian food.
I send it, freeze it and send it. We'll pay.
I'm telling
COD.
you, Murph.
We'll
I'm
pay
telling you,
COD.
man. Give me. I don't know what it is, but your wife is really cool cooking that lasagna
Right?
for you every night. But goddamn, that sounds fantastic.
It does.
All right,
I
now
want some.
first up here, let's throw a little background on in here. Let's throw a little bit of this. Here we go. Knocker.
I'm here.
First up on the
I'm
list.
here.
Are you ready?
I'm here.
What about Jimmy Garoppolo? Buy or selling Jimmy Garoppolo, Knocker, as we know, coming over from the Patriots, won his last 6 games with the 49ers. More than likely, probably going to sign with them. But even if, let's just say you're the GM, are you buying or are you selling Jimmy Garoppolo?
Oh, Jesus, you're buying.
You got
Are you
to,
kidding?
right?
Are you kidding? You might buy him just to bring him home with
Oh,
you.
my God. You know what? That's a very, very good point
just
there,
saying.
Knocker. That's a good point.
That was definitely not cocked.
That's what
right?
I'm going to say when he's in bed.
That's
That's
right.
what I'm going to say.
He's wearing what? Uggs in bed, and you're not kicking him out, right?
Yeah, I'm not kicking him out at all. Knocker,
I'm buying.
I'm buying him
Come
too,
on
right?
now.
You got to buy Jimmy G.
He won
at
6
this
games
point.
with the 49ers.
Yep, you got. I mean, I think
6.
at this point you have to. So
Show me the money.
We'll show you the money. We will. You're going to see the money because I'm buying you.
I need to feel you, Jerry. Show me the money.
All right, Knocker. Here we go. Next up here on
Sing
the
it,
list.
Jerry.
What about Kirk Cousins, Knocker, who coined the infamous phrase "You like that, Knocker" on
Yep.
this show?
You like that? You like that?
Well, do we like him? Do you like him enough, Knocker? If you're the Redskins or any other team here, is he the guy that can at least get you the playoffs, maybe win you that first playoff game?
No,
No, you're selling him.
I'm selling.
You're putting him on the market,
He's
Knocker.
on the block, absolutely.
Wow, I think I'd buy Kirk Cousins at this point.
Okay.
If I'm a team that needs a quarterback like a Denver at this time, or even I want to think even the Chiefs. The Chiefs have their backup. I think Denver's a good fit for him. Even New York.
How about the Giants?
Maybe the Giants. That's what I'm saying, Knocker. I'm gonna buy Kirk Cousins. You're gonna go ahead and
I'm
sell
selling.
him.
No, I'm going
my
somewhere
God.
else.
Have a nice day, douchebag.
That's what Knocker's saying, Tim.
Yeah.
Have a nice day, douchebag.
Sorry, Kurt.
All right, I'll take Kurt. You know what? I'll take you, Kurt. What about Knocker? Shockingly, at the end of this season, Drew Brees is a free agent. He could test the market here, Knocker.
Wow.
He's 39 years old. Obviously,
Wow.
legendary status in football, and especially with the Saints.
He's a free agent?
Yeah, he can test the market
Really?
here, Knocker.
Wow.
What would you do with Drew Brees? 39 years old.
Now, if I'm choosing between Drew Brees and Kirk
No,
Cousins,
you're not choosing between. I'm saying if you're a GM, is this someone you'd go out and and give him some money? Are you going to throw a 3-year deal, 3-year, $60 million contract at Drew Brees? You're going to give him $20 million a
depending
year.
who my team is. Yeah, I'm going to.
You know?
He's still that good.
You know what? So I'm going to say
In my opinion, he's still that
so
good.
we both feel that Drew Brees is going to see some money probably. He's going to get paid.
Yes. He's
Okay.
Show
gonna
me
get
the
paid.
money.
All right.
That's it, brother, but you got to yell that stuff.
If I'm Arizona,
I need
Yeah.
to feel
Oh,
you,
if I'm
see?
Arizona,
Another team.
I come huge.
And maybe Kirk
After Drew
Cousins to
Brees.
Arizona there with.
He's
still
not getting
all right.
me there.
Knocker's selling. Knocker's out on the Kirk
you're not
Cousins.
selling me on the Kirk
All right.
Cousins because I'm going to be 8-8 with Kirk Cousins.
Knocker, this guy once again hates to be the franchise tag, and he's had a little bit of an attitude problem. But man, the guy is fantastic. Le'Veon Bell, Knocker, 406 touches in the regular season. Knocker, he was tagged. They tagged Bell again at the price of $14 million. He's going to maybe test the market. Maybe they do another franchise tag on him. If you're Le'Veon Bell, are you signing Le'Veon Bell? If you're the GM right now of a team, they could use a running back.
Man, I don't know.
Do you throw a bunch of money at Le'Veon Bell, or
I don't know.
Has he been like an Alabama running back, Knocker, where the Steelers have got the best out of him?
No, the Steelers have gotten
You know what I mean?
the best years that you're going to get out of Le'Veon Bell. So
Sell, buy on him. What are you doing?
It's all going to depend on what he asks for. I mean, if he's asking for stupid money,
Knocker, I'm
then
in here
pass.
right now, and I want to be paid the highest running back in the league.
No, go somewhere else.
You're gonna
Have a nice day, douchebag!
tell me get out?
Sorry, I'm drafting a young one out of college. Sorry.
Shockingly, Knocker, I kind of agree with you right now because I do think he's been hurt.
Baggage.
There's kind of a little baggage
Yes.
there, little off-the-field issues. I think they've gotten the best at him. As we know, running backs, if they're in the
You
right
have to-
system,
have
you
to
can make it.
You have to understand me. You're asking me.
Yeah.
I'm not a baggage guy.
No, we're asking each other. I like to get
I don't like guys that bring attitude
Okay.
and bring
So
baggage.
you're telling
I
him to
don't
have
like
a nice day.
negative
And you know
guys.
what, Le'Veon Bell, even
Yes.
though you carried me to the
And I was
fantasy
his biggest
football
fan.
playoffs
I told you
for
when
two
he came.
teams. I mean, yeah, you were.
I told you when he
Michigan
came out of the
State, yeah.
draft, he was the number one
But
back
Knocker,
coming out of the draft.
I think he's taken a beating. They've
I agree.
overused him, and I just think, I you know what?
7-year window for
we're
a running
both on
back. He's
sell.
right there.
What about the Cowboys' DeMarcus Lawrence, Knock, for the Cowboys? 25-year-old, had a season high this year in sacks for the Cowboys. Should the Cowboys throw some money? Knocker, the Cowboys turned around their season this year on defense with that defensive line. They
Yes.
were after the quarterback.
Yes.
Do you throw the money here at DeMarcus Lawrence?
I don't make him the highest paid lineman in the
No,
league.
I agree with that.
And I need a little know more about his off the field. You know what,
Okay.
what he's like in the locker
But
room.
from what you know-
but from a talent perspective,
Yes.
I
Show me the money!
Yeah,
That's it,
absolutely.
brother, what you
Me
got
too,
to
man.
yell
I think you
at?
sign this
Show me the
kid.
money.
From what I know
need to
about him,
feel
he's a
you,
good
Jerry.
kid on and
Show
off the
me
field.
money.
Great work ethic, and I think he's vital for the Cowboys' defense in that pass rush.
This
So,
league, and if you're going to win with defense in this league, you have to pressure the quarterback.
yeah.
So if you have a guy that's young and that can pressure the quarterback like that and disrupt a football game all by himself, you must.
So
you
those are the
must
top 5
pay
free
him.
agents that look to be Knocker.
Okay.
Now, just I'm going to grab a couple here.
All right.
That are kind of names that you know. What about a Teddy Bridgewater, Knocker? Coming back from this injury, Case Keenum's there right now. Let's just say, Knocker, Case Keenum gets him to the Super Bowl. Maybe he doesn't win, maybe he does, okay? And they end up re-signing. Is Teddy Bridgewater worth it to you as a GM of a different team that needs a quarterback, say a Denver, say a Arizona? With that injury, are you buying or are you selling Teddy at this point?
Well, again,
It's tough, man.
It's going to depend on what he's asking because he hasn't played in so long. And I didn't draft him in the first place. I passed on him in the first place when he wasn't damaged goods. So, if I'm one of those teams, I'd probably take a flyer. But if I could get him at a decent price,
You willing
then
to
yeah.
take the chance on him
yeah,
right now?
I think so. Yeah.
You don't think he's a different quarterback after that injury?
I don't know what kind of quarterback he is because I haven't seen him play.
No, I get, and that's the risk. That's
Right.
what I'm saying. So
Right,
you're
so-
still willing to put your money out there as a GM
I'm
and take the
I'm
risk
saying,
on the kid?
Yeah, I'm saying if I can get him at a decent price, which I'm going
Wow.
to get him at because he cannot possibly ask for top dollar, then yeah, I think it's worth
I
the
mean
flyer.
this in the nicest way, Teddy, because I think you're a good kid.
Have a nice day, douchebag!
I think you're a completely different player after this injury, Knocker. I think that's one of the elements that made him good was the scrambling. He's not doing that anymore. This is an RG3
How do you
thing,
know?
man. Because it's an RG3 times 2
But how do you
here.
know you haven't seen him play?
Because I've seen the story before. I've seen this play.
But
I've
you
seen
have
it.
not seen him play this year.
No, I've seen this, how this is written out. I've seen how the story
understand
goes.
that. So again, I need to see him work out. I need to see some things, and we'll talk.
All right, Knock.
But I'm not. Am I just saying no? Definitely no. No. I might take a flyer on him. Yeah.
All right, and sticking here with the Vikings here, lastly, Knocker, and then we'll get to the games here. Case Keenum, we know how he's doing this year. If he gets him, Knocker, he wins this game against the Saints this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, maybe he gets Super Bowl, maybe he doesn't. Just from his success this year,
Mm-hmm.
are you buying Case Keenum, the journeyman. Are you going to buy Case Keenum, give him a contract? Let's say if you're like, again, we're sticking with these teams like a Denver or Cardinals, or these teams that could potentially make a playoff run with a decent quarterback. Do you sign Case Keenum? Do you give him the money?
Yeah.
You give Case Keenum the money off you don't think the defense has been a lot of what the Vikings' success this year, and Stephon Diggs and having those two I forget the other one.
But if you have to remember,
my tongue.
You have to remember, he played under Jeff Fisher. I don't care who you are. Tom Brady probably would have played like shit under Jeff Fisher.
I'm sorry.
Okay?
I'm not giving any money
I think
to Case.
in the right environment, and
Have a nice day, douchebag!
Denver's
Case.
probably not a bad environment
Get out.
where you don't ask him to throw deep and you don't ask him to do 100 different things. Just manage the ball game.
So you're going to
and
pay
not do
Case, huh?
stupid.
You're giving the money?
I'm going to give him some money.
Show me the money!
Yeah,
That's
all
it,
right,
bro.
Give him
Got
some
the
money.
yell
Why not?
stuff.
Especially
Show me the money.
if he gets
I
to
need
the
to
Super
feel
Bowl
you,
this
Joey.
year. Now, if he
Show me
plays
the
against the
money.
Saints at home and totally flames out,
Yeah.
then no, sorry. But if he shows me he can win this game and go into Philly and maybe not win, but put his numbers up and not do anything stupid, then yeah, I think you have to. There are not a lot of great quarterbacks in this league. There's just not. So if I can find a guy who can play under pressure and get things done, then yeah, I think I have to take a good hard look at him.
Man, that's tough, Knock. I think that he's one of those quarterbacks that, I guess he's one of those quarterbacks that if he has the help around him, he can succeed.
Don't ask him to do more than he can do.
If you go to a team in Denver and say, hey, give me 20 points a game. That's all I need.
Right. And don't turn the ball
And
over.
don't turn the ball
right.
over.
With our defense, we'll probably win 10 out of 16 games.
Do you throw 15, 20 million at a guy like that?
A year? No. 10 maybe.
Give him $10 million.
Yeah, I'm not going 15.
You give him like 3 for 30 on
And
a
I
Case
don't think
Keenum
he's
deal?
in a position to
What
ask for that.
If I'm Case Keenum and you think he is in a position?
No,
to
I
ask for-
don't.
You don't.
No. I don't think he's in a position to ask for top 5 money. No.
See, I think he is
No
with
way.
the demand for the quarterback position now in the NFL. Because Knocker, if you're Denver right now, how bad would you want a Case Keenum? Would you pay?
Pretty
You would
badly.
pay. You'd pay $10 million a year,
Problem
right?
is, I'm paying 3 other quarterbacks some pretty decent money.
Man,
I can't afford another blowout.
if I know that if I pay a quarterback $15 million that he's going to get me to the wild card game, I think it's worth it.
Okay.
But to me, at the same time, I don't think Case Keenum is, though. I just
Okay.
don't believe in. I like the guy. Like I said, none of these shots are the personal. This is just their playing
this
ability.
is all business.
I just don't think that the guy is worth the money. So, all right, Knocker, let's get to the divisional games coming up this weekend. They're going to be some good ones. Man, we had some. Any thoughts on last week's games? Any surprises? I mean, what about that loss?
yeah.
The Chiefs.
The
Man.
Kansas City
What do you got to
thing.
say about that Chiefs loss? I mean, Mr. Awesome. My God.
I don't
How
I think
pathetic
he's
is
still
that?
drinking. You should still be drinking if you're a Chiefs fan.
What was it, 21-3? I think it was 21-3.
It was an 18-point lead.
Yeah, it's 21-3. And they came back and won 22-21 or something like that.
Yeah, 22-21. At home. Again.
That's
That is
See, does Andy Reid
unforgivable.
get fired because of that?
I'd have fired him.
I'd have fired him too.
Yep.
I think you can't. That's just you can't, man.
Yep. You got to go.
And if you're Smith and he's on
Inexcusable.
he's there for one more year. Do the Chiefs trade him and go with Mahomes in the back? Do you like Mahomes because you're the college guy? Do you think this kid?
I
can
think
come
he
out and do
showed
something?
great potential this year, and I'd let him.
If you're the Chiefs, do you
I'd let
shop
him sit
Alex?
for the one more year? I shop him. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. It can't get any worse.
Yeah, he sat there.
It just cannot get any worse. Dude, you did not win at home.
Yeah.
You have not won. You've choked 2 of the biggest choke games of the top 5 in the history of the AFC, and you're part of them,
Yeah.
right? The Indy game and this one,
Yeah, it's a
dude.
bad.
You're wearing that. You got to own it, and I'm shopping your ass.
Yeah, it's a bad choke job.
Mahomes
So.
looked really good. I think the players like him. I think he looked really good.
All right, Knock, you ready to get in these divisional games?
Sure, let's
Let's
do it.
knock these out, man. Here we go. We got divisional weekend coming up Saturday and Sunday again. Another full slate. I don't care that I've played that 3 times already in this podcast. I won't be able to play it, Knocker, in 3 more weeks. We're going to bury this song for 6 months.
Yep. I cannot believe how fast
Yeah, I know.
this season went.
What's your?
I'm
Just
stunned.
I know it's kind of I'm throwing it at you. What's your biggest what was your biggest surprise this season? Is it the Rams' success and Sean McVay?
Absolutely.
Is that the success? Is that like the surprise story of the year?
Oh, it has to be from 4-12 to 12-4. Absolutely. I think Jacksonville's a nice surprise. I didn't expect that from Jacksonville, and the collapse of Indianapolis and the
Green Bay and Dallas not making the playoffs.
The words coming out of the front office of Indianapolis. I think that's just a total shit show now. The firing of the coach. I think they're just
Browns going 0-16.
That didn't surprise me. It's Cleveland. That didn't surprise me at all.
What
That's
about
just a
Seattle, Green Bay, and Dallas not making
the
playoffs?
I think I read where since 1967, 67 or 68, it's the first time that Green Bay, Dallas, the Giants, San Francisco, and one other team did not make the playoffs in the same year. Just absolutely insanity. But yeah, I think the Rams are the feel-good story. I'm not sure what's going on with Carolina anymore. Green Bay, the quarterback got hurt, so I'm really surprised at the Raiders.
Out for the Cowboys. I was surprised. Raiders.
The Raiders collapse is a huge surprise. To me.
didn't think that the Broncos were going to be as bad as they were in their quarterback situation.
Yeah, just terrible.
And what are a couple of
the good surprises?
I think the Jags and the Rams have to be
sure.
The two teams you're just like, whoa.
And Buffalo finally getting it together with the so-so quarterback. Finally getting it together. I think that's a nice story in and of itself. And the Giants. What the hell happened there?
That's got to be the most.
Holy shnikes.
That's got to be the team that you're just like, what the fuck happened? Yeah, what the fuck happened with that? Yeah.
So, there you go.
All right, Knock, let's get to it here. If you guys want to call the show, 626-208-9040 or tweet us. Right, first game up here. Let's open up the slate. Knocker, I'm going to get the betting lines up for you real quick. Can you grab me a beer just so I don't have to interrupt through this segment here? Appreciate it. Knocker's still battling that influenza that's going on. Knocker, talk about it.
One entire month.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, that don't ever get the fucking flu shot. I'm not a doctor.
Nope.
Don't fucking get it. It's bullshit. Nope. They guess out of like 15 different strands what it's going to be, and they got it wrong this year. This is the worst flu season. It's the worst flu season they had in like a decade or something, and it knocks you out from like a week, man. This ain't It's going around. It's going. Knocker, you got the phlegm left.
No, actually, there's no phlegm. That's
what are you coughing for over there? Dude, you're not a smoker. You don't smoke pot or anything.
When you breathe in, it tickles. It burns right here.
Okay.
Okay, and then you get a little scratchy in the back of your throat.
Yeah.
And you're coughing, but nothing's coming up. There's nothing there. It's just a cough. But
I wish you guys could have seen Knocker fucking
a spew all over the table here.
So good.
But at least my eyeballs don't hurt anymore. I mean, it hurt for a week to roll my eyes, just to move my eyes hurt. I had a headache on the entire left side of my head
in a casino
for
2.5
days. weeks.
You're in a fucking casino.
Yeah, dude, we took a handle.
Did you have some of that medicine?
Smirnoff.
Did you?
Right?
Yeah.
We took a handle of Smirnoff with us.
I love Knocker's fucked up stories,
We brought a third of it back. That's how bad I felt. I couldn't even drink.
Oh, really?
No, I didn't drink.
You didn't drink out there at all?
No.
You felt like shit that whole trip?
Yeah.
Last weekend you were done? So when you told me to come out and golf, you were feeling like shit still?
Yeah, but I played golf with you the week before when I was sick.
Yeah.
So I played golf. It's not going to stop me from playing golf.
I mean, you are 10 times better than you were last week.
I am 10 times better than I was last week.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're. Are you still taking the Claritin?
No, I stopped taking the Claritin.
Did you take any of that with alcohol yet? Did you ever?
Hell yeah.
What'd I say?
Yeah, it put me to sleep.
It put you to sleep?
But I stepped up to the maker's mark.
Yeah.
Right? 3 fingers, 2 ibuprofen PMs, and 3 fingers of maker's mark, and 2 spoonfuls of NyQuil before you go to bed.
Yeah.
You can actually get a decent night's sleep.
Yeah.
You can get about 6 hours in.
Not bad.
Right? Because you risk dying, but if you want to get some sleep, that's pretty good little recipe right there. 2 spoonfuls of NyQuil.
I wish I had some more.
3 p.m. ibuprofen.
I do wish I had it on me.
And 3 fingers of Maker's Mark on ice before you go to bed.
Give it to the kids.
Yeah, didn't drink
it.
I mean, it was just bad. Seriously,
I know, dude.
It's been a month. I've been sick for a month.
I've had fucked up dreams on NyQuil too. NyQuil, dude, does some shit to you. It'll mess you up. I'm telling you right now.
You are a sad, strange little
I
man.
would like it in, but
Yeah.
so that kind of cramped my style a little
Yeah.
bit.
All right, Knock. First game up here on the list where Knocker likes to guess the lines, and
Yes.
we go over. And again, Knock,
I like to do
last
lines, too.
week,
What?
I want to know. I forget how I did last week. I swept almost the Steelers, or not the Steelers. I swept almost the
Saints.
The Saints game.
Right.
They just
You did
didn't
really
cover the
well.
full spread.
Right,
I hit
at
the
the
team
end.
total in the half, team total for the game. I hit
Right.
my teaser. I just didn't get the -6. It's a backdoor fucking touchdown.
Exactly.
Every time. I lost by
Every
1
single
point.
time. Yep.
And then I did go on the Rams game. Falcons, I covered all the team totals there.
The
The
8
only
points
game
with the
I
Bills.
missed,
Right? I
the
told you the
Chiefs-
8 points in the Bills.
Chiefs fucked me so hard.
I thought that was a blowout.
In that first game.
Yep.
Unbelievable, Knocker,
Yeah.
in that game, how much that they just really shit the bed. So, again, I've been on fire. So, follow
Yeah.
our picks here. I'll post them up on our Twitter or the
I went 3 for
website.
4. I liked Atlanta at the points.
Okay.
I liked the Bills in the points, and I liked I liked the Saints.
So, I think the only one we
So-
both lost on, which majority of,
Most people did lose on
with
that
the
Titans
Chiefs.
game. Sure.
Yeah. And we called everything else pretty straight, right?
Yeah.
Did you call the Falcons win?
I said the Rams would win, but take the Falcons in the points.
points.
So I ended up winning the
And
bet.
trust me, I heard it from fucking Blackout, man. He gave it to me. So, all right, Knocker, first game up on the slate. This is Saturday. 2 games, guys. This one's going to start, I believe, at 1:30 Saturday here. Here we go.
Falcons versus Eagles.
Falcons versus Eagles, Knocker. Falcons right now coming off, again, the big win over the Rams on the road. Again, the Falcons were in the Super Bowl last year, Knocker. Matty Ice, they've got the talent. Julio Jones, they've got the running game going with Freeman. They've got the pass rush right now. It's one of those teams you don't want to see in the playoffs right now, Knocker. And the Eagles, Nick Foles struggled his last 2 games. They look like that team that was going to go to the Super Bowl with Carson Wentz. With Nick Foles, though, quarterback, it's a different guy, Knock.
Sure.
It's a different guy. No ifs, ands, buts about it.
But you're
I'm
not-
sorry. We got a lot of Philly fans out there, especially Mark Long. We've got the Love
Shoemaker.
Master, Craig Shoemaker
Yep.
out there. I don't like the Eagles obviously because I'm a Cowboys fan, but I liked Wentz and I liked the way the organization
Sure.
was going. 'Cause I like good football, guys. I can be like that. I can be a Cowboys fan. I can say when things are good. But the Eagles, Knocker, I don't. For some reason, Knocker, am I just being dumb or like stupid? Because I don't think they have a chance. Like and it's sad. I'm sitting here saying, well, home team with the bye, their first game, they're rested, don't have a chance. I feel stupid saying it.
Okay, I think weather's going to play into this.
I'm gonna check the weather. It says for the game is going to be rainy. It says rain a little bit and 49 degrees. That's predicted weather
That's
in
Eagle
Philly.
football weather, man.
What do you think the line is?
I think the Eagles are at home and they have the best record in football.
Knocker has not looked at these again all week.
Okay,
He does not look
I
at
think
these suckers.
I think they're going to give them the 3 points as just the home team, just that straight 3
They're
going
gonna
to
give the Eagles 3 points?
No, they're going to be favored by 3 points.
Eagles
I think
are
the Eagles
gonna
are
be
going to be
favored by
favored by 3 points. Yeah,
Falcons favored by 3.
Is
buddy.
that right?
Flip it, man. That's
Wow.
how much. See, Vegas.
And I
even-
can see that.
You know, what do you think the over
I'm
under
not
is?
gonna
in this
argue.
game? What do you think the over under is? I like talk point totals because I bet the team
with the
totals.
weather, I'm going to say it's going to be around 45.
Over unders at 41.5
See?
here.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's Vegas sees Nick Foles in this game.
Sure, it's gonna be a
struggling
low-scoring
against
game,
the pass rush.
absolutely.
A lot of feeding the ball to LeGarrette Blount
Sure.
in this game, kind of controlling the
Sure.
clock. If you're the Eagles
Defense
here,
is going to win this game for the Eagles.
Eagles are 7-1 at home this year.
Yes.
They're very well at home, Knocker. Give me just your rundown. I'll give
It's
you mine
not-
here. What,
well,
what,
the-
what do you
the-
give
the
me
Fal-
your score, your prediction. Run it all down for me. What do you got?
The Falcons are not playing the Rams. Okay, the Rams are inexperienced. What have you? Say what you want about Foles. He does have experience. He does have playoff experience. Okay? They're going outdoors. They're going on a hard, rainy, freezing track, which is not is not Falcons football. I think the Eagles
Home team.
The Eagles are much more prepared to play in a game like this. I see this as a very close 21-17, 2017 Eagles win.
You're actually going to take the under in this game. then.
Yes, I am.
And you'll take the Falcons
Based
for
on the
win,
weather,
and
I'm
you'll
taking
take
the
the Falcons
under.
in the cover and the under.
Yes, I take the Falcons in the points, but I think the Eagles win a very, very, very tight, close to the vest game. Yes.
Okay. All right, Naka. I'm semi-close with you on it, semi-not. That was pretty just gay right there.
I'm just saying. I'm semi most of the time.
Dude, that was pretty gay. I just said that, and
I'm just a sweet transvestite.
Well, you know what? Sometimes you are, sometimes you're not. Knocker, I think this is how the game plays out. I think it's going to be rainy. Yeah, I get that. But right now,
It's
I think
cold
everybody.
rainy.
But I think like you kind of just got you. You're like, man, Falcons are that team. They're indoors. They got to pass the football. I think they're not that team.
Okay.
I think they're that running team with the Coleman and Freeman combo here.
Okay.
I think their actually team is set up to win a game like this, where we can run the football. We have multiple weapons. I don't have to throw the Julio Jones 15 passes a game to try and win the game or throw the ball down the field. I know my defense is good. I know who I'm playing against. It's Nick Foles. It's not Carson Wentz who can't get out of the pocket. You know who Foles who can't get out of the pocket. I think that, Knocker, we saw the Falcons against the Cowboys, how devastating that pass rush is. It's Knocker, they made it tough for Goff. I think they got a good pass rush here. I'm going to go with the Falcons here. I think they run the football, control the clock. I think they're going to cover the spread in this one. I think it's the over, because I think the Falcons and the Eagles can both put up some points. They have decent kickers. I'm going to take a Falcons 24, Eagles 17 game here, Knocker. No, I'm going to go.
That's 41.
Yeah, I'm going to go Falcons 27, Eagles 20.
Okay.
I'm going to go Falcons 27, Eagles 20. Yeah, I think Falcons at least almost get to that 4 touchdown range in this one. I think their team total is going to be set at about 24.5, 25, and I take their team total. I love Falcons team total overs. I think they score. I think they get this game, Knocker. I think they cover. I'm all on the Falcons this week.
Okay, well, the only thing that we agree on is Falcons in the points.
Falcons in the points. You just like the under, and I like the over.
Well, you said the Falcons are favored, huh?
Yeah.
So I'm taking the Eagles in the points.
You're taking the Eagles in the points.
Taking the Eagles in the points, and we don't agree on anything.
Wait, I thought you were taking Falcons.
No, I think the Eagles win the game.
You think the Eagles win the game?
Yeah, 21-20, 21-17, 20-17. I think they squeak a very low-scoring game out. I really do.
Wow.
I'm betting the weather.
Did I just not listen to anything you said?
Pretty much, yeah. I said they were gonna. The Eagles were gonna win because they're more built to play in this cold, rainy weather.
You're completely wrong.
With the fans.
Yeah.
And the whole 9 yards.
All right,
Foles has some
going
playoff experience.
27-20 Falcons over the Eagles here. I think that it's not even close. I think that score is actually closer than the game makes it appear. I think the Falcons control the game for most of the time, and the Eagles get that backdoor touchdown to kind of make it look like it's closer than it is.
Without the rain.
Give me the Falcons all
Without
day.
the rain,
Dirty Birds.
Without the rain and 55
blackout.
And 55 degrees.
Yeah.
I go with the Falcons. But with the rain and the cold weather, this is Eagle football weather.
All right, so we're different on that one.
I think they win this one.
All right, next game up here again. This is going to be the nightcapper on Saturday. Here we go.
Titans versus Patriots.
Knocker. This spells blowout. I mean, it's just Patriots at home. Off a bye. Again, weather going to be a little bit of an issue. It says rainy and 51 in this.
Right.
What do you think the spread is in this? I mean,
I think the Patriots,
you know it's got to be high, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's going to be high.
I think the Patriots are favored by 12.
That's pretty close, Nog. It's 13.5.
Yeah.
What do you think the over-under is in this one?
48.
Right on the knot. Right on there, Knocker. Good choice. Patriots 6-2 at home. Titans 3-5 on the road. Titans again pulled off the miracle of Mariota last week, catching the throwing it and catching the touchdown to himself. You're never gonna see something like that again. I think it's only happened twice now in the history of the NFL. Patriots at home in this one, Knocker, are giving up 13.5. How do you think this plays out? And give me your score and prediction here. What do you got?
I think the Patriots just overwhelm them. I think Belichick's just gonna outcoach Malarkey for the Titans.
That's a lot of points to swallow, man.
It is a lot of
You're
points
a betting
to swallow.
man. That.
But I'm looking at the Patriots getting
lot.
out to a big lead and then just cruising to win, exchanging touchdowns near the end of the game. I'm looking at 31-17.
So your over-under's going to be right on this. You probably stay away the over-under on this game because you're not sure what the Titans are going to do offensively.
I'm really interested in the Patriots team total.
Yeah.
And I think they cover.
That's what I'm saying. You know the Patriots are going to score in this game. That's why, I would stick to that rather than the over/under because you don't know what you're going to get out of the Titans offense. All they really have is Delaney Walker. Yeah, Henry can run the ball, but there's not much offensively.
I think
they got Decker, but I mean,
I think with the 13 points, I think the first half line is going to be 7.5.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be 7.5.
Right.
Yeah, they're going to make them get that field goal.
Right. I buy that half a point, and I'm
You
all
can't
over the
usually.
Patriots. Oh, that's right. First half.
First half bets you usually can't buy half
You can't buy the half a point.
I still think they cover that, not because
I do too.
Patriots are so good at scoring before the half.
Yeah.
Like they're going to get that field goal before that.
I'm looking at 17-7 at the half.
I'm all over Patriots in this game. I really am. I think
agree.
it's a cover. Knocker, I'm with you. I think you stay away from the over-under total because I don't know if the Titans are going to get 17 or 10.
Score enough to get there.
Exactly. I know the Patriots are getting 28-31.
Sure.
I know that's happening.
Titans might only get 10.
Exactly. So let's go to the Patriots for the cover, for the win, and me and you will take the team totals on the Patriots on that one. So, all right, Knocker. Next up here, going to be our Sunday game, Sunday morning here. Here we go.
Jaguars versus Steelers.
Jags versus the Steelers here, Knocker. Jags on the road again with the big win last week. Didn't do much offensively. Blake Bortles rushing for more yards than actually passing, Knocker. But again, Jaguars handed the Steelers a loss earlier this year. They actually throttled them pretty good. Steelers are 6-2 at home. Jaguars are 4-4 here, Knocker. Jags defense looks pretty damn legitimate, man. They are overwhelming. Steelers here coming off the bye. They usually show up for these big games here. But can they be trusted? And what do you think Vegas has this at?
I think they have Pittsburgh as an 8-point favorite at home on this one.
It's at 7.
Yep.
Right there.
And I kind of like the Jags in the points, man.
Over under?
I think the over-under is going to be somewhere around 42.
41. You're right on there, too. Pittsburgh -7 then is the line. Over under 41. Knocker, give me your breakdown, rundown. What do you think this game's going to play out, and where do you sit on the line?
I'm like you said, the Jags pretty much throttled them early. I think the Jags have a defense that's set up to play against a team like Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh probably wins the game, but I think it's going to be a very close game. And I think the Jags, if Fournette can get some yards and the defense can bottle up and get some pressure on Big Ben, I think the Jags have a team that's built to play in this kind of game with the defense in this kind of
You
weather.
gonna take that touchdown?
I'm gonna take those points, and I'm gonna take
Steelers
the Jags. Yeah, I think the Steelers win by 4, but I like the Jags in the points, and I kind of like that under. I don't see a whole lot of points being scored, especially on the Jaguar side.
Man, this is a tough game for me because you know my love for the Steelers.
Yep.
And you know I love their offense, and I think that they're a very good team, but they just really, they're that enigmatic. What's the name?
Enigmatic.
Thank you, team of the NFL that you never know when they're going to show up and give you that game. Got all the weapons: Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell.
They are a very frustrating
Steelers,
team.
They're a frustrating team, but the Jaguars have Blake Bortles.
Yes, they do.
And where do I go when I bet in football? I go with the
bet the
quarterback,
quarterback.
and I go with the veteran quarterback in this one, especially at home, off the bye, preparing for the Jags. They have revenge on their mind. Not only did they get beat their season, they got throttled. They got embarrassed, Knocker. And the Steelers don't like to get embarrassed.
No, they don't.
And they show up in big games. And Steelers is one of the most, Pittsburgh is one of the most, probably top 5 toughest places to play in the NFL.
Yes.
Pretty damn tough.
I'll have to give them that.
I like the Steelers. This is your blowout of the weekend.
Really? Wow. Okay.
This is the blowout of the weekend.
Not going
Knocker.
there.
I'm going to go Steelers big here over the Jags. I'm going to take them to win by about 10 to 13 points. I think it's close at first where they get, you got to feel the teams out, right, Knock? But I think this talent on the Steelers offensive side of the ball, the Jags can only stop so many times. And Blake Bortles can only, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think the Jags are going to put up 17 in this game.
Well, they're going to need a couple turnovers. They're going to need a big play on special teams and a turnover. Something's
They're
got to
gonna need-
happen.
right, that's
Straight
what I'm
up,
saying.
they're not going to beat them.
No,
But if
they're
they
not.
If they get a break here and a break there, they're
This
they're
game
right there.
for me smells like a 24-13, 24-14 type of game here for the Steelers. I think they win here. I think I stay away from the over-under. I don't bet it. I like the Steelers to win here and barely cover. I think they win by 10.
Okay.
I got them at 10. It's like 27-17, 24-14, right? It's like it's right in that range right there.
Okay.
And I'd be interesting to see. I kind of be interesting to look at the team totals for the Steelers because I think Vegas is gonna. I think the Vegas likes the Jags defense. And I think the Steelers team totals are gonna be kind of low.
About 20.
I think they're going to be like 21 and a half. Like they're going to tease you at that 22 and a half.
Right.
And I like the Steelers to get at least 23, 24 in this game.
What do you think about a first half bet on this? Because that line's going to be like 4, right?
It's going to be 4.5.
Right.
That's going to be 4.5 for that. I'm going to take Steelers to cover that.
You like that?
I like it, dude. Like,
okay.
I just knocked like Blake Bortles last week. Like,
well, that's fine.
You can only run so much for success. Like,
I understand.
You're at home. Like, it's a different ball game. It's going to be cold as shit. It's Pittsburgh, Knocker. It's going to be 19 degrees, dude.
Love it.
19 degrees at Heinz Field, Knock.
Love it.
All right, Knock. Last game here on Sunday.
Boy, this is a tough one here.
Man,
boy.
this is going to be just a fantastic game here. Here we go.
Saints versus Vikings.
Vikings at home, Knocker, coming off the
tough.
bye. Saints, man, that game became close at the end there,
Yes,
Knocker,
it did,
with
and that's a
Carolina.
problem.
That's a problem. But at the same time here, we talked about Case Keenum. The Vikings are good. Their stadium, again, one of the toughest to play in the NFL, Knocker. It gets loud in there, especially
But
in that
it
new
is
stadium.
indoors.
It is indoors here, and that's why.
It's not a problem for the Saints.
I'm going to favor the veteran quarterback in this one, Knocker.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with my pick in just a second. I mean, that's going to give it away. But what do you think the spread is?
I think Minnesota's favored by 3.5. But I like the Saints.
Over-under?
Over-under. I think it's going to get some points scored. I think the over-under is probably going to be somewhere around 52. Looking for some points.
That beer is really good.
You like that?
Like, that ice chest, beer on ice, like when it comes out of an ice chest.
In a bottle.
Like, it's cool. You can put it in the fridge. It's cool.
Right.
Yeah, but when it comes in, it's dripping.
Right? Condensation.
God damn it, man.
Yeah.
So good when it hits your lips. Knocker, spread, what'd you say?
I think the Vikings are favored by 3.5.
5.
5?
At home.
Interesting.
Over-under?
Like I said, I think it's 52, somewhere around there. I think it's in the
46 and a
50s.
half.
Really? I think that's kind of low.
They're counting on that Vikings defense. It's really good. It's
I
top
understand that.
top 3 in the league here, Knocker. But I think that's a slap in the face if I'm the Saints. I think I'm insulted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm insulted. This is my dog of the week here. This is my road dog of the week. Give me those 5 points with the
Yeah,
Saints.
I like that.
Give me the 5 points because my Saints, I think, are going to the Super Bowl. Vikings, in case, give them the 7-1 at home. That's fine. But Knocker, I think the key to the game is what? Like you said when your opening statement. Where's this game? It's indoors.
Yeah, it's indoors. The
It's
playing field's
indoors.
even.
It's even. They're
Yeah.
going to close that sucker up because they're going to want their team to have indoors, right?
Yes.
Like the Saints, just that running game. I think they get it going in this one. I think it's gonna be close, and that's why
That's
I'm
gonna be
taking
a
those
really
5.
well-played
It's gonna be
game.
a great
It's
game.
gonna
I'm
be a
not
great
calling
game.
blowout, or I'm not saying Saints.
Yeah.
The Vikings roll down in this one.
I can see 27-24.
Oh, yeah.
I can see it 50.
I
I can see
yeah.
it going over that 46.
I see even 24-23. Like I see it seriously, like sweating this one out.
Yeah.
But I think with the Saints and the 5 points, I'm taking that.
I like the points.
Give it to me now.
Yeah.
And I do think it goes over.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I think the Vikings have some weapons on offense with Randolph. They've got Thielen, and they have Stephon Diggs. And the Saints obviously can put up their points. Like you said, I think it gets into that 27-ish, 24 range, Knocker, where it's at that 51 total. I think the total should be more like a 50-51 rather than a 46.
I'm still going to go with the home team, but I'm going to take the Saints and the points.
But Vikings for the win?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Just home teams in the playoffs, just second round.
All right.
Everybody but Kansas City.
Yeah, no shit, Knock. All right, Knock. So I'm going to need your song of the week as we regroup here and we get back.
I think we need a little Aldo Nova.
You need a little what?
A little Aldo Nova. Fantasy.
Let me see if I have any Aldo Nova here.
You got to have some Aldo
Well, I can
Nova
bring it up. I have
there.
Spotify, so let me bring it up here.
Haven't heard some Aldo in quite a long time.
Life is just a fantasy?
Yeah, it's called Fantasy.
That is. You show me that song, man.
Yeah, buddy.
It might be one of my. It's called Fantasy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, it's so funny. You look at Aldo Nova right now on his Spotify. All of his songs, his top 5, he's got Fantasy, Ball and Chain, Can't Stop Loving You, Heart to Heart. Yeah, they have around 400,000 those songs.
Right.
Fantasy has 2.6 million.
Right? It's the song,
Everyone's
man.
living that fantasy life. All right, get back, guys. Shot of the week.
Live the fantasy life, people.
Aldo Nova's right here, Fantasy Life. When we get back, we got a phone call. O-Dog, stick on the line. We'll talk to you when we get back. I got a lot to say. I'm sure you do. And we'll be right back after here on the Sportscast.